Hi friends, well I am in Webster, New Hampshire. And why am I in Webster? Well, this is where Tasha Tudor lived back in the day. I think when we think of Tasha Tudor, most of us think of Vermont, right? Corgi Cottage. Well, she lived here from 1945 to 1972. And when I say here, I don't mean here. This is actually the First Congressional Church in Webster. And for those of you who may not know who I'm speaking of when I speak of Tasha Tudor, I think most of you will, but she was a children's author and illustrator. And she was a very lovely, unique individual. She loved the era of the 1800s, and she chose to live her life as if she lived in the 1800s. But I've always been fascinated by her. I have several little pictures of hers throughout my house, and I will insert some of those. But again, I think when we think of Tasha Tudor, we do think of her at Corgi Cottage in Vermont. And I'll be honest, I forgot that she lived here in New Hampshire. I just came upon that recently. I had pulled out my book of Tasha's Gardens, and that's where I kind of started researching her just a little more. So anyway, again, like I said, we're here in Webster. She lived just outside of town here. And now Tasha Tudor loved New England. She pretty much lived in New England most of her life. She was born in Boston. She lived in Connecticut, obviously New Hampshire, and Vermont. And it is quite the story. She came from an affluent family, yet made the choice to live the way she did. And she was just intrigued. I believe I read she had a Scottish nanny when she was young. And that nanny is the one who taught her, home crafts, whether it was sewing or needlepoint, cooking, and I believe that is what intrigued her, piqued her interest in that way of life. And obviously it was a choice because she lived here. She moved here to New Hampshire in, I believe, 1945. So I'm sure most of her neighbors had running water and we're living more with the times. So it's very interesting. I will link below this video a little article on her if you want to learn more. I'm going to turn the camera around too so you can see this church behind me. And I see there is a garden center just kind of kitty corner from here. So of course we're going to go explore that. We all know Tasha was known for her cottage gardens. But it's beautiful. I don't know if you can kind of see the little neighborhood here. Let me just slowly turn around so you see what I see. Very quaint and cute. So anyway, let's head over to the greenhouse. It's such a beautiful day and I would like to get some plants. Of course, Tasha Tudor is known for her cottage gardens and all of her flowers. Oh, listen. Here we go. Let's see. Well, I couldn't have timed that any better. Okay, let's go to the greenhouse. So here we go, keeping with the Tasha Tudor theme. These are my purchases the past couple of days. I've gone to 2 different nurseries, and as you can see, I'm kind of going with a cottage garden theme. I have these beautiful poppies. I had those in Michigan and I miss having them. They're 2 different colors. One is more of a coral, and this of course is a bright orange. And here is a columbine. I loved the color of those. It's actually called early bird columbine. I got a bunch of daylilies, and these are a lot of fun different colors. I've always had your typical yellow or orange daylilies, but these are different. This is salmon with a gold throat. This is ruffled baby pink. Pink with burgundy halo. Bright pink with a green throat. I mean, there's a melon, all kinds of colors. Lavender pink with a green throat. Deep blue with sword-like foliage. That's this one here. So yes, I got a lot of different ones. These were only $2, so I was very excited. They are probably going to spread quite quickly, and that's okay. Here's another columbine. I got that too. Look at these pansies. I loved the color on those. Those were kind of fun. These were some fun ferns. I loved the coloring on those. Crested surf. I was very excited to get winterberry. I am going to plant those out by my stone wall. You have to have a male and female. The tall one is the male. So wish me luck on those. I'm really hoping I can get those to give me some berries. And then I got a David Austin rose. This is Olivia Rose Austin. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Again, the David Austin roses were only $18. I was very surprised at that. And then I got these, is it Brunera? I can never pronounce those correctly, but I love the periwinkle. Very delicate blue flower, and the coloring on the leaves is just gorgeous. And then of course salvia, and then this is a cranesbill blue geranium. So those are my purchases, and I will be putting those out throughout the yard. A lot of my shade loving plants, I am going to be putting those under this tree here. And this here is the hanging plant that I got at the greenhouse in Webster. I love the colors of it. And as you can see, the bumblebees love it too. Well, friends, thank you so much for joining me on my little adventure today. As you can see, I have a lot of work outside to do with all of my planting, so I'm going to be going for now. I hope you have a wonderful week, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.